Welcome once again to my YouTube channel. I'm Roland Adegoke, and this is another episode on the concept of personal development. Uh, Personal development, from the background, is a deliberate, gradual process of improving oneself. It's a set of activities. It is gradual in nature, it is intentional in nature, and as we do it, we also make sure we set an end in view, or a set of goals rather, that we want to achieve. And of course, the learning process of personal development is of a lifetime. But today, I'm speaking on the process of personal development. For you to develop yourself, the other time I mentioned reasons or importance for personal development, that the world we are is ever changing. There is a need also to be relevant. We are social beings, we want to be relevant. Then the level of productivity to increase, there is a need for us to develop ourselves. Then productivity determines, in most cases, the reward. So to have higher, better reward, you must improve or develop yourself. But today, like I said, I'm speaking on process of personal development. It is gradual, like I said, it's a process, and it's usually start from the point of self-awareness or discovery of self. For you to determine to embark on the journey of personal development, you must discover yourself. You must know yourself, like Socrates said, know thyself. Do you know your what? Can you measure the level of your knowledge, your skill? It is not just certificates. Your ability to deliver, areas you can function and function well, areas you need to work on to improve. If you don't have this background information, if you don't know yourself, you wouldn't see the need for self-development. So, discovery of self or self-evaluation is number one. Then number two, you must, after self-discovery, define the areas you need self-development. You may be good orally. It might be in the area of penmanship, writing. Mentally, you may be very sound, intellectually inclined, but your social relationship is poor. It could be an area that you need self-development. So you need to like define those key areas that self-development is needed. You are not all-rounder, you are not balanced. We are looking at a total man, a balanced man, a rhyme man. Please, the word man in this case is generic, it's both man and woman, male and female. So, who tells you you can't do it? But if you don't know there is a challenge, if you don't know this area I need to work on it, it will be very difficult for you to embark on self or personal development as related to that aspect of your life. So it's very important you define those key areas. Then number three, design the means or the method for your personal development. What is suitable for John may not be suitable for Richard. What Rebecca likes may not be good for Umara. So design the method you want to embark on. Is it to submit yourself for tutelage or mentorship? Is it to go back and read? So it depends on the method that you know is suitable and will give you maximum productivity. You get maximum profit out of it. You'll be able to actualize your desired goal at the end of the day. There are individuals, they easily learn from a group by observation. There are individuals, they have to bend down their head and study over and over and over. There are individuals, there is this natural ability to decipher, to receive signal, to absorb ideas, knowledge, and all that. So we are different. different in temperament, in our learning skill, in our ability to associate or interact with others. And in fact, in all its entirety, we are different. So you must design the means, the method that is suitable for you. Then number four, you must take deliberate action. Deliberate action. I think there is a need for me to emphasize this aspect. There are individuals with sound ideas, they reason, they think fast, they have the theory, they can design, define, they can explain. But when it comes to the aspect of taking action, they are found wanting. They find difficult to overcome the ability to start. They can roll out the theory, the thesis is always a masterpiece, but to take action can be very, very difficult. Sometimes they want to plan and plan and plan, and they want to wait until they see the whole thing materializing mentally, which is also good. But when it comes to take action, they wouldn't. So there is the need for deliberate action. What am I going to do? Once you define it, do it. You may not be in the best shape of it. It may start rough. Do it. Just make sure you take action. Once you take the action, it gets to a point that your system, your brain get used to it. People get to know you with such action. And then in the long run, as you are acting on it, you begin to perfect the process and then you move on. Someone with action is better than hundreds of theories. Your intention may be sound, good. You may say it, you may tell others, but once you have not acted on it, the world doesn't believe you mean business. Then set deadline for fundamental or foundational training. There is a need for you to set deadline. This is when I'm starting, and then this is when I'm ending the first phase of the training, the foundational training. If the foundational training is meant for 6 months or meant for 1 year, define I'm starting this month of March, March 15, March 10, or January 1st. Define and set the deadline for it and when I'm going to finish this foundational training. A training that is meant for 6 months shouldn't go to 1 year, 2 years. It doesn't don't show your seriousness. It shows you are possibly complacent and careless about it. Shows maybe I'm just doing it because people are saying it. So it is important that you set deadlines for the foundational training. I'm not saying personal development has a deadline, final deadline that it has to stop. No, the foundational aspect, the basic aspect to start so that you keep on improving on it. So set the deadlines for foundational training. Then development of evaluation or assessment. Evaluate. In fact, progressively evaluate. Measure, that is the word. Measure the level of progress you are making. Developmental assessment, developmental evaluation. Okay, I've scaled through stage one. Assess yourself. Not just sitting for the exam. Exam is part of it, but sometimes allow others to assess you, superior individuals to assess you. Others, let them get feedback. Is another word, feedback from it. Let people say, no, young man, you are improving in this aspect. No, I like the way you are improving. Let your boss in the office, your manager, your supervisor, no, ask question. People you relate with. Some people say you are too harsh, you are not social, you're not interactive, you are always alone. After a deliberate action or process of personal development of 6 months, relate with those people and let them begin to get feedback. No, you are improving this aspect. Did you go to school or who has spoken to you? It gives you delight. It gives you joy that truly I'm making progress. Then you can keep on building on it. Then finally, you make it develop the habit of continuous learning. Habit, build it. You started, you discovered yourself, then you've discovered the key areas or define key areas of personal development. Then you have designed the means and method, then deliberate action. You have set deadlines for foundational training, then developmental assessment, then develop the habit of continuous learning. Not just reading. When you read, maybe to pick one or two pieces of information, then you move on. But continuous learning becomes a habit, and it calls for humility. You don't feel too big to learn. If you feel you have grown so much that you don't need to learn, you are dead. Learning is part of life. So, as we move on day by day in our various field of human endeavors in our offices, let's try the best we can and build this habit of continuous learning. This will help us to shape up and to rise to the top of our areas of operation. Personal learning or personal development is important. I wish you all the best once again. I remain your friend, Roland Adegoke. And I know for sure next time we'll meet, we'll speak on the methods for personal development. Thank you.